I'm Rick Gatheman from the band Say Never, and Giza is gone.
I'm Ray Hems with Hope's Anchor, Giza is gone, and you're watching Good Company.
With Scott Bowling.
Hey guys, my name's Scott Bowling, and you're watching Good Company. Today we have, returning to the show, Rick and Ray. Rick was in Say Never.
Yep, Say Never.
Ray, Hope's Anchor.
Yep.
When you were here, we had freaking Ray Lazier
Yes,
on
we did.
percussion. I encourage anybody to go back and check that out, dude.
Absolutely. Unbelievable player. Just a natural, and songwriter, like understanding song forms and stuff is talking to a genius.
Was it crazy? Because Ray didn't know the song when you were playing. I mean, so was it weird, like showing him, like, you got to do this? I mean, that's gotta be so cool.
When you're explaining a song that's, compared to their songs, it's probably simple. And you say, okay, it's gonna break down and then build up here. He goes, okay, I got you. And he just played it flawless first take.
Really?
Well, he's on a whole nother level.
He is. And he's so humble. We're talking about that
And your
earlier.
songs are predictable too, by the way.
Yeah. Turn signals. Turn signals. Yeah.
Yeah, and he was so humble too. He's like, I can play it if I don't mess it up. Then I'm like, dude, you can play it, man. Come on. That was really cool.
Going back and watching it, one of the things I noticed, he had a ring on his thumb, and he ended up using it on the cajon like I'd never seen anybody do before, almost like a snare hit.
drum.
Yeah, it was really cool. He was using his jewelry to make music.
Dude, that's a good idea.
Kind of crazy.
I gotta try.
Very resourceful.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we got Rick, man. You Say Never. We had
Yep.
your whole band here.
Yeah, we did.
That was really awesome.
That was fun.
We had Ben, and I actually.
Yeah, we had Ben is not with us anymore.
I know. I got these fancy props. I would be more organized. There we go. So Ben was on the show,
Yeah.
and super nice guy.
This one
player,
we opened up for the Artemis Pile. Actually, it was the Burns. It was a tribute to Burns, the original Leonard Skinner drummer, and
Yeah.
Artemis Pile was
That was like his
was
band.
playing, yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, Billy Gray sat in with us. Yeah, and we lost Ben shortly after that.
How many shows did you play with Ben? I mean, how long was he in the band for?
I would say probably about a year. I mean, it wasn't like a super long time, and I think we only did a couple of shows. We were just things were just starting to blend,
And you like with rehearsals. I remember you guys saying he was like always on time, and he
Oh
was
yeah,
just
the
the
nicest
perfect
guy on the planet.
Yeah.
He was
Prepared.
awesome. Always prepared. Always.
Yeah.
Super nice guy. Yeah. Yeah, that was a loss for sure.
Trying to replace him. Like, how long were you guys after you lost him? Did you take time just like, can we replace him, or like, what were we gonna do?
Well, I mean, it was inevitable. I mean, we were too far into it. At
You
that
got John playing guitar, but you need that. You need that.
Yeah, he's just the rhythm guy, though. You know, I mean, he plays the baritone guitar, and he's not a lead guy by any means. So, they ended up bringing in their buddy Matt, and Ben would have wanted us to keep going anyway. You know what I mean? That's the kind of guy he was.
How'd you guys meet Ben again?
They were all friends for a long time. I'd never met him before, so I mean, they brought me in to play drums, and then shortly after that, got him, and off we went.
Yeah.
We all just gelled.
How'd you find out? I mean, you don't have to talk about it, but how'd you find out he was gone? I mean, who called you?
We got a message on Facebook from Jonathan, I think, and said that, or no, it may have been Paul, and he said that he was gone. And I was like, what is this, a joke? What are you talking about?
Yeah, what do you mean gone?
Because we just talked to him like the day before.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, and so, they got a hold of his brother, I think is what it was.
And nobody, like, I don't know what really happened. I don't know if that's public or not. But
I don't think it is.
It's not, okay.
No.
Man, yeah. Anyway, I didn't mean to bring the show down.
Yeah,
so
man,
fast.
I'm like, jeez, I need a drink.
Yeah,
dude.
but keep playing music, man.
Yeah, that you guys
he
kept
wouldn't have
playing.
wanted us to stop.
Yeah.
He wouldn't have, he would have said, keep going.
Following that up, look at this. Here's the band, right?
Red Alert, that was my high school band.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anybody can see this crotch shut.
Yeah.
Your wife had a funny comment about that earlier.
Classy, isn't it?
Yeah. But what was this band called, by the way?
Red Alert.
Red Alert, okay.
I was in that band for about 5 years.
Do you have any, like, is there YouTube footage of this? Or
I hope not.
That's probably pre-YouTube, right?
No, yeah.
This was St.
Yeah, that
Louis,
was
right?
1986.
This is pre-CD, too.
Yeah.
That was probably 1986.
Oh, wow.
Maybe 85.
Your first band?
No. I had one band before that. It was a 2-man band called Flyte, Flyte.
Awesome.
And,
Yeah.
we were in the talent shows, and then I joined that band, and then that's when I started getting my chops.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, actually all 4 of us.
Do you still keep in touch with these guys?
That's the first band I ever played in a bar with.
When you were underage.
I was 17, and they were all a year younger than me, so they were all 16, and they paid us. It was called the Wharf Lounge, and they paid us with drink tickets.
Oh.
And my dad loved it. He was
Yeah.
like, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm their manager. You know, he got all the drink tickets.
Now, was that St. Louis?
Yeah. And
Oh, St. Louis. Is that
St.
where you're
Louis,
from?
Missouri. Yep.
Yeah.
When'd you move down to?
Well, I was
Atlanta?
born in Cincinnati, but I moved to St. Louis when I was 14, I think. No, well, 11. I don't know.
Blast from the past. Where you find that
cloud.
stuff.
Ray, what are some old bands you've been in? I don't have evidence or proof.
So I was in a band when I moved to Atlanta from Boone, North Carolina. I moved down in '95 to try to get a band together and get gigs at the Olympics. So it's like, well, that'll be
cool.
great, you know. So I had a female blues singer that came from Boone with me, and we put together a band, and it was Kelly Wellborn and Moving On, and it was a blues band. We would haul a Hammond C3 to like just clubs, and they're like, all right, load-ins at 3 or whatever it was, and we'd just come up with a truck, and we had a Hammond, and so it was we had more energy back then, and less sense to go, okay, we don't need
furniture.
to be moving furniture. Yeah, we looked at Smith's stairwell and we're like, no,
Yeah, that's
no,
not gonna happen.
yeah. But we ended up booking, I think it was like 12 or 13 days during the Olympics. At the old Greyhound bus place was turned into like a restaurant venue kind of thing. And we were playing, and boom, the bomb went off, like day 3 or 4. It was early.
Oh, you were playing that same day?
We played that same day.
I was there the day before.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And so, boom, everything canceled. From then on, but it was crazy. I mean, we were literally taking MARTA, you know, which was a train and buses, carrying guitars and bags. I mean, odd-looking, backpacks, and so the security was not like things are these days, where, you know, they're going to check everything.
Yeah.
But so did the blues band thing for a while.
So when it got canceled, like, you guys, I mean, that must have been scary because this freaking bomb goes off. Were you guys worried? Like,
well, it was chaotic, but we weren't like that close to the
Where it happened?
Centennial Park, I guess, where it actually happened. We were probably 4 blocks away, and it was more chaotic with people not knowing what happened. This was '95. You didn't have smartphones. You had flip phones. You know, you might get a text message or something, but you don't. It's not like today where you immediately know. You pull the news up and watch it. It was more of chaos of what's going on. What's happening? Why are we being shut down? And then finding out. Well, I really didn't find out that what had actually happened until I got home and watched, you know, the local news. But what was really mostly devastating was that we had 13 days that they made us sign a contract for a certain amount of pay for 13 gigs. And we paid, and if we did anything to bail out of any of those, like, we voided the contract and didn't get paid. They voided the contract and we didn't get paid. So that was a kind of a quick lesson of how sometimes contracts are not really contracts.
in that band, like, did you have somebody that was like the business guy that went through all the contracts?
Yeah, the singer and the drummer kind of handled the business stuff. You know, I was more of you guys better be on time or I'm going to I'm going to hurt you kind of a guy. But
You're the security.
yeah, I'm the guy that's always on time and everything's prepped and ready to go.
Sounds like Rick.
Yeah,
man. I get that same
Hey,
vibe.
we get together.
That's
We
awesome.
get along great because, 6 o'clock rehearsal means I'll see you at 5:45.
Yeah,
and
you
ready
get
to
there
go.
early, set up.
And I'll have the lights
nobody wants
on
to
and the
wait on
PA
you.
going.
Do Did you,
works
when
out.
you were in your, last question I asked about that, but did you play at like Masquerade and all these, like Tabernacle, all these clubs that no
yeah.
one's known for?
Yeah, we did the Masquerade. Yeah, Heaven, Hell, and Purgatory. Back when it was in the old building.
Yeah, I missed that.
Oh, it was unreal. They had the hoist lift that would load the gear in if you were doing the upstairs
the
stuff.
elevator, yep.
Played that with several bands actually. Played that with Sexy Circus, which was kind of my next thing after the blues band.
They
Somehow
had furry drums.
Furry drums?
Yeah, Sexy Circus. I went from a
Sexy Circus?
blues band to
awesome.
playing in a
Cheesy as shit. It was awesome.
it was a party funk rock band type thing with Jay and Swift lead
Jay,
vocals.
Big J
and Swift.
Is that how you know Swift?
That's how I know. Yeah,
They were in a
Swift
band
and-
together?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm sure they told me this.
Yeah, we were in that.
I should remember that.
We did a lot in that band, but like Rick said, the first thing that we did is we got this fur fabric from somewhere, and we ended up covering all the drum shells, and my Marshall amps were all. I mean, it looked like the Flintstones. You know, it was just crazy.
We were in a tribute band together at one point. We rehearsed at his house. I walked in there through his garage one day. I saw these drums. I'm like, what the hell's going on here? There's fur on these drums, but they look kind of cool.
Yeah, it was.
That's funny.
It was just about having a good time. We played a lot of this kind of the sorority circuit through the Southeast all the way over to New Orleans, and we would play the sorority parties, and it was crazy.
fun.
It was crazy.
How does like Big J and I keep calling him Big J. You guys call him
Yeah,
that, right?
yeah, Big J, yeah.
Funny.
He hates
Yeah.
it.
Does he?
No, I
Oh
know.
man, yeah, dude. Like I've never called him that before.
He just
until
sat
now.
in with me recently, actually, and
Did he?
we kind of did a little reunion on one song. It was awesome.
How does they? So Jay and Swift sang like back and forth.
Yeah, really,
wild, man.
really cool. I mean, you know, Jay would rap and kind of sing the higher falsetto stuff, and Swift would be that power middle range vocal, and but they would. I mean, they grew up together.
Yeah, they were
You
Little
know,
Richard.
and they were with Little
man.
Richard, and they had these dance moves and stuff. And
Dude, I saw
and it was
Swift
unreal.
man when you guys and he was dancing. I was like, oh my god, it's amazing.
Yeah, I wish I could dance. I just can't.
He forgot on our way here
just
that we
can't.
were in the Lenny Kravitz tribute band.
Yeah,
You were in that band.
yeah.
Because Swift talks about that. Oh, that's
Yeah.
so cool.
Yeah. Yeah, he's the one, remember him saying that I didn't bring my drums to a show?
Yes,
Yeah, we
I
were-
remember that now. Yeah.
You want to clear this up?
Yeah, so
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that is so funny. That's the first thing you told me after the
Yeah,
interview.
I've got the CD. I should have brought a CD here.
All right, let's clear it up.
all right, so
Yeah, let's clear this up.
So you didn't bring your drums. That's what he said, right?
That's what he claimed.
I think that's what he was said. But
See, we gotta
I think what
explain
it
the story.
was,
That's what all of
we
you
drove
said.
to Augusta to play
Yeah.
this. We couldn't remember the name of the venue.
I don't remember, no.
Couldn't
They
remember.
never paid
Doesn't
us.
matter. They didn't pay us, right?
I never paid you.
But anyway, we got there, and I think that I remember it being a snare stand. There was a piece.
It was a key
of
piece to my
vital
kit.
equipment.
Okay.
that I didn't have.
But it
It was
was-
in my throne.
So
Yeah.
your drum set's there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But the key piece is not there.
Yeah,
it's
it's
not
not-
that.
No,
The
it might have
drums
been
were
the throne
there.
or something
Yeah.
silly. You know what I mean?
But you know, we walked into the venue.
But
and
Swift
it-
likes to say, yeah, didn't bring his drums.
The entire
Sure.
drum set was gone.
so now that he's
We're giving Swift a hard time, man. I love you, Swift.
Swift, we got you, bud.
I do look.
Yeah.
I do like yeah.
But
We
now
look-
that he's found all of his pieces of drum equipment, now we're doing a project together, and it's great.
I did drink a lot back
yeah.
in the day, though.
You did?
Oh, yeah.
See, we never talk about that.
Yeah,
Man, I've never
yeah.
seen you drink ever.
Well, it's been, what,
That was
12,
15
13
years.
years?
Yeah, that
Since you
was
had a-
15 years ago.
15
when,
years
when
ago,
we did
okay.
that. Yeah.
What
yeah.
is Rick like under the influence?
Tipsy.
Yeah.
her?
Her? Yeah.
Yeah, no, I quit drinking and smoking all at the same time.
Man.
And I don't know, I got kicked out of a band that was one of the coolest bands I was in probably, let's see, it had to have been 1999?
Yeah.
I broke my back in 98. I came out of the hospital, joined a band, a touring band. It was a cover band. We opened, have you heard of Velcro Pygmies?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, and they're actually, I saw they're playing locally.
They're getting ready
coming
to play
soon,
here,
yeah.
They're still around?
So-
Yeah, I know.
I joined this touring band with a guy I knew in St. Louis. And we played at Club La Villa, you know, we toured all the southern states, and we were based in Cincinnati at the time. And completely forgot where I was going with the story.
No, you got kicked out of the band.
Oh,
You
yeah.
broke your back.
So the guitar player and I ended up leaving the band because we went to St. Louis and auditioned for this band that was starting up called Early Grace. I helped name the band, but The name is the character that Brad Pitt played in the movie California. Mm-hmm. His name was Early Grace, so we thought it was cool. So anyway, I got the gig, he didn't. So I moved back to St. Louis from Cincinnati, which is where all my family lives, and joined Early Grace, and I just was still drinking heavily. And
What was your drink of choice, by the way?
beer?
This is just
I like
beer.
that, yeah, I
Man,
get
we
up-
would have been best friends.
Yeah,
Dude.
yeah, but I like to get up and it's 10:30. It's good to go, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, get started
Oh,
then.
okay. You were
Oh,
you
yeah,
did
yeah.
first
The,
thing.
Yeah,
the long haul.
The hair of the dog. You were that guy.
By the time it's time to start drinking, I'm already 12 in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, by the time rehearsal would roll around, I'm not such a good drummer when
Yeah.
I'm drinking like that. So.
Is that why they let you go? Just because?
Yeah. And they're really good. I'm still really good friends with them. I mean, sweet guys. But
How hard is it when you decide to quit? Like, how hard was it to white knuckle it? I mean, do you have to go see help? And
Well, cigarettes too. At the
No,
same,
I
you
just
did them
did
they
both.
smoke cigarettes.
I
too,
did
yeah.
it cold turkey. I did it cold turkey, I claim, but I did sneak around for a little while. Not with the cigarettes so much, but with the
beer?
drinking.
Would just have one or two here and there.
Yeah, I'd sneak them. I'd go up to the corner store and grab a few and, drink them throughout the day and tell her I wasn't drinking, you know what I mean? But that's the only band I ever got kicked out of for drinking.
God, yeah, man.
But I just you're not
That
good.
sucks.
You think you're good and you're
You
not.
think you're good and you're not, and that's sometimes it takes a little eye opener like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got kicked out of a band once.
Did you?
Yeah, I got kicked out of a band, and I found out in a hotel room in Wisconsin. We were playing Riverfest or some nice event, and we played the event and go back to the hotel, and I went downstairs to have some food and a drink, and then the sound guy for the band said, So did you hear? I was like, did I hear what? You're being replaced with so-and-so. I'm like, what are you talking about? And so I was fired via the sound guy at a bar in Wisconsin. I mean, the hotel bar in Wisconsin. And it was all, it was interesting because it was really all over politics. And this was.
What year was that?
Yeah, this had to be 2002, maybe 2000. I mean, a long time ago. And I was like, guys, I mean, politics are politics. Let's keep them out of the music. Let's make good music our priority. And unfortunately, they didn't see it that way. And so, and then you said Club La Vila. Quick story about Club La Vila. Sexy Circus was down there playing.
What year is this?
This was, I'm really bad with years, but this was early 2000s as well.
So we were probably on the same side.
Yeah, we were probably passing each other.
Yeah.
And I mean, the gig didn't pay, but like $400 or $500. I mean, it was terrible
Really?
pay. It was horrible.
We did well.
Yeah, it might have been wintertime. But so I
Did you
got off
share
stage.
Did you stay in the band house?
Yes, yes. Oh, I got another story. about
Yeah,
that
there's
house.
plenty of stories from that house.
But anyway, so I get off stage and I'm mad about something, and I've had kind of a little bit of a hot temper in my life, where I'm good up to a point, and then I kind of snap, and something during the set wasn't right. The sound wasn't good, or something wasn't right, and I was kind of mad. I got off stage and I went out to the parking lot. As I was going out to the parking lot, not intentionally, some people think it might have been intentional, but it was not intentional. But my shoulder hit a mirror on a van that was parked there and knocked it off. Oh, happened to be like the bar owner's van.
Oh, nice.
And so right there, he's like, well, basically they took $300 off of our pay, which was minimum. Like our pay was terrible anyway.
Did you have to go find him and tell him? You're like, dude, I knocked your mirror off? Or did he see it?
Somebody saw it. And,
Okay.
I don't really
Ratted
remember.
you out.
All I remember is that
It was
I hit
that
it.
guy.
I knocked it. I mean, it came off too easy, guys.
Dude, you must
I
have
mean,
been like a rock.
Yeah.
I
dude.
mean, I did maybe hit it.
It's like your chest bump, like you're like, you did like one of those?
Yeah, I just, my shoulder hit it and it popped off, and I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. And it just made me madder. But anyway, so Club La Vila.
So you broke the window.
Yeah, it
Dude,
was.
don't break stuff over here, man. We had good barbecue. If we had bad barbecue, you'd be breaking something.
Oh,
You'd be
the
like,
barbecue-
That
Just
was some
wait.
good barbecue.
Yeah.
What's the name of the barbecue place?
912.
912.
Yeah.
David, 912.
Very good barbecue.
Awesome.
The
Free shout out.
sauce too.
It's all in
It's
the
all about
sauce.
the sauce.
It's all in the sauce. Anyway,
Sorry, anyway,
that was
go
my
ahead.
that was my Club La Vila story. But they all do tend to have band houses where, okay, we'll pay you, usually it was, $1,500 or, some decent pay. And weuld put you in the band house.
We shared it with the Pygmies.
Yeah, okay, well.
At the same time, it was, it was stupid.
Yeah.
We got it. Remember they had a little radio station up in the tower? They interviewed us. They were
cool.
shooting MTV, whatever,
Yeah, the
in the
Unplugged
pool.
stuff was big at that time, too.
what
Or not
was-
Unplugged, but
I don't think it
Unplugged?
was Unplugged. It was
No, it
before
wasn't
that.
on Unplugged, but it was on the beach, the whole
the
whole
spring
MTV
break
They
thing.
did that
yeah.
too, but they had the
Dude,
pool.
that's so cool.
They had a
Yeah,
pool
yeah.
out there, and they would shoot the MTV something with all the babes in
Yes.
the pool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Radiohead was, my buddy was telling me Radiohead, the guitar player, the singer jumped in and when the wires was live, I almost got shocked and everything. That was a big
did.
thing. I miss those days, though.
Yeah.
That's so
Yeah.
cool.
It seems different now, right? I mean, it's like,
I don't think they have it anymore. Like that.
right. I mean, like the kind of just primal rock and roll party, everybody just like, have fun, throw down, spring break. It just doesn't,
it's not there.
It doesn't seem like it's like that anymore.
It's not.
It's probably a good thing in some ways, but it's kind of sad that I don't know where they're going for spring break.
How you gonna embarrass me now?
Dude, I was just thinking that. I was like, is there anything? Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. Look at this drum set. Look at this 14-year-old kid.
Oh my goodness.
Look at
Look,
that.
you know what this is hanging right there?
What's that?
Steven Tyler scarf.
No. It's, okay, so the head is it's a bandana that I stretched over the head and then trimmed it, and then that's my zebra stripe silk tie that I wore. My mom got me that shirt, had a leather collar. That was my first real drum set.
What is it?
It had rototons back there. It's
wow.
CB700.
What?
This was my sister's wedding reception.
Oh, nice.
I was 14. The band was called Graffiti.
And she hired you. I mean, she's like,
Yeah.
you
Oh, yeah.
gotta
My
play.
dad drove us up in the big Capri silver
Wagon.
station wagon.
Was your dad taking you to the gigs?
He drove me and the band to the gig in a trailer. Yep.
This reminds
in
me
the snow.
Like, Robert Sweet, when he had the whole, like, striper,
Yeah.
yellow and black. Were you thinking, like, this is my thing? I'm going to have the checkered, like, black and white?
No, I was more. I think the Cars
Yeah.
was more of a inspiration.
influence.
Or the Van tennis shoes.
It
Was
could
that
be.
pre-Van tennis shoes?
I think it was.
What year
yeah,
was
for
this
me
from?
it was. This was
Van
like. I
tennis
think
shoes.
my shoes were turtles. They were like that. That was like
Turtles?
Yeah, I was wearing parachute pants. I 100% in that picture.
Dude, I ripped parachute pants right down the middle. My mom bought them too tight. And I was trying to do MC Hammer. Oh, God,
I can
man.
just picture that.
Did you wear baggy MC Hammer? What are those pants?
I did. I still do.
See, I wore tight
still
ones.
do.
Yeah,
I
I wore
still do.
skinny jeans.
My
before
wife
those-
gives me a hard time when I put them on.
You
She's like,
still wear them down?
Yeah, I own 3 pair of them.
No way.
Yeah, I do.
Do you really?
I almost wore them tonight.
Do you
Oh my
really?
Honest to
gosh.
God,
I want to see him
I'll wear
at
them to a
rehersal
Giza gig.
on Tuesday. Let's not get
You want to
carried
wear
away.
them to rehearsal?
Rehearsal,
I'll prove it.
I-
Okay.
Yeah.
Do I have these pants or
Needs
no?
to be in the liner notes. Or not the liner notes, a picture of you wearing that. Yeah.
Well, he'll be on video for the rehearsals,
That's great.
and I'll send you a clip.
I'm so glad you sent me this picture.
You know,
man.
it's
That
funny
is
too.
cool.
I got the mullet with the perm in the back.
You got a perm?
Whoa. The
Dude,
perm
We went all out.
The
dude.
We were
permullet.
going all out for the first gig. Yeah.
That's great, dude.
That is awesome. It's awesome that your dad was, encouraging and taking you and hauling
Yes.
you there. I
Well,
mean,
yeah.
clearly probably buying
Off
your
and on
drum
heroes.
heads. Yeah.
He bought you
Yeah,
new
yeah.
drum heads and stuff like that?
Yeah.
What
not so
Did he
much.
play music?
No, I'm the only musician in my.
Really?
Yeah.
How did you stumble across drum? Like, you just
Kiss. I saw.
Oh,
Yeah?
Yeah. When I saw
Yeah.
my first gig I was 8, so I got the snare drum and I played. Well, how old are you in 5th grade?
Oh God, you're about
8?
10.
10?
Nine,
So-
yeah. something
Okay,
like
so
that.
I was 9 then. And my mom rented me a snare drum. And they tried to make you play trumpet first before you could play drums for some reason.
Yeah.
I got around that somehow. And I ended up playing Little Drummer Boy at a Christmas show for the choir in a 3-piece suit in Northgate Mall in Cincinnati, Ohio.
A little mall gig.
my mom or my dad, somebody in my family has the picture, but yeah, I'm this tall. Hey, can you hold it down over there? But yeah, so that was the first gig, and that was my first as in a band.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
That's a
My
legit
first
drum
bar
set.
gig was the other band.
You said that was your wedding reception? Your
My sister's got, yeah.
Okay,
she
how
got
much
married.
older is she than you?
She was 6 years
12.
old.
Oh, 6, okay.
She's 6 years old.
She was 12, getting married, you know.
Back in the day, they got married. Dude, my aunt got married when she was like 14, I think. My dad's like,
Well, yeah.
that happened back in the day.
She was 17, I think, when she got married.
She got married at 17?
I think she was. Maybe at
man.
18. So if I say I'm 14, she had to be 20.
Yeah.
I think I might have been younger than that in that picture. I don't know.
Yeah. Time flies. But you said Kiss was an
Yeah,
inspiration.
Kiss was your
Kiss,
first, yeah.
Once I saw Kiss, it was
Thanks for
all
reeling it in.
Yeah.
I was, yeah.
Because me too.
We all have like the ADD
Yeah.
thing.
We had this room in our house that had it was a drive-under house, and the whole basement was concrete walls. Well, we had this one little weird room that you had to step up into, and it was just a block, just like this square room. And my friends and I, we would take black lights in there, put our Kiss makeup on, and we would take sticks and wrap a sock around the stick, and then light that thing on fire. Oh, and then we'd take beanbag, and we'd empty the beanbag styrofoam pellets all over this
flammable.
fire hazard.
It's
And I got
flammable.
fire.
Yes,
Right.
yeah, highly
And,
flammable.
and we're in there with these, flaming freaking sticks going, acting like kids,
Simmons.
acting like idiots.
You
not
should have done
realizing-
that at the wedding reception. You know?
Yeah, reenact that set.
I know. Well, I did have my drum guy would take a gong I had hanging behind me.
Oh, you had a gong band.
In-
I've
in that
always
band-
wanted that.
In that band, I had a cage. So I had drums hanging like Blas Elias from Slaughter, right?
Nice.
All my cymbals hung. But I had a gong behind me. And he would take liquid soap and mix it with gasoline or
He made napalm.
lighter
Is it
fluid or
basically-
something, and he would smear it on this cymbal, and then at one point in the night, he'd light the thing on fire. And I'm playing, I got this burning gong hanging from me. We were playing in this place. It was called Metal's Edge in St. Louis.
Great magazine, too.
Yeah, I'll never forget
amazing?
it. They had a drop ceiling. Well, this thing burns through the ropes. I hear this wham! I look down, that thing's burning a circle on the carpet behind me.
On the floor?
There's smoke rings all over the ceiling. Yeah, the owner comes running up, put that thing out. And
Yeah.
so the fire marshals came in and said, yeah, never again. Because we played there a lot. Like,
Oh, that's intense.
yeah, it was fun.
So back to this gong. When you hit it, would you have to stand up to hit it? Or
I don't
did
think
you?
I ever hit it. It
Yeah.
was just a prop to light on fire.
All this fire reminds me of like Motley Crue a little
Yeah,
bit. Like the
well, I was
burning and
probably
everything.
inspired by that.
Yeah.
I'm sure it was Tommy Lee inspired or
Yeah.
Alex Van Halen, one of the two.
So you and your wife had a band at one time?
Yeah, and Billy Gray.
Billy Gray, yes.
Philip Sanders?
I don't know Philip Sanders. Yeah.
We were doing all. So the whole idea of that band was going to be, we were going to do like a Joan Jett tribute. Then we decided, as it was evolving, that she could sing, Gwen Stefani. Let's do Pat Benatar.
I've
so-
never
but this
posed
is-
for a picture of the camera.
Can you hold it straight?
Oh, I'm
straight?
sorry. Am I a little shaky? Look at this.
No, you're good.
Sorry.
So yeah, this was something that we were putting together
little
just to
awkward
go
now.
play out locally
Yeah.
around town, and COVID hit and kind of killed it. And then when things started firing up again to where we could start rehearsing, Billy was doing well. There was FoZZy gigs were coming up, tours were coming up. There was
How'd you get Billy on the band?
Yeah,
That's so cool.
we're bros.
And you just call him. You're like, join.
Well, he played with us at that Artemis Pyle show. And he
Yes.
did he did the solo in Giving Up. No, the solo for Do It Again.
That's
Yeah, he's
cool.
on the new Say Never
Yes,
record, right?
yeah.
So anyway, we put this together, but COVID shut the whole thing down. And then when bands started playing again and things started opening up, Billy joined Dozer doing the Def Leppard thing. So
Yeah. I'm supposed to have him on the show too.
and then Philip's in like 5 bands too, and he was just kind of wore out. And he'd still jump back in if we put this thing back together. But that was a fun.
Yeah,
We had a
man,
blast
I wish I'd
doing this
seen you guys.
thing.
I didn't know you could sing, man. That's so
Can
cool.
sing, man.
It's interesting.
She's got
that
some pipes.
The whole COVID thing was the whole reason that we got together on this project that I did, because they said 14 days to flatten the curve. I'm like, all right, I just got 2-week vacation to get in the studio
Right.
and see
Rad.
what comes out, and
Yep.
and so I've been doing the Hope Sanker thing for 14 years. And
Wow, it's been 14 years.
Yeah.
I told him, I said,
Dude.
I helped
Yeah.
kind of start that band.
You did?
he
Yeah,
could have
I
been
was
the original drummer.
Well, so you gave the gig to Jeff?
No, he
No, I
forgot his
was-
drums.
Oh, that was it.
You know what I mean? It's like you
dude.
can't be a good drummer in a good band and drink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like Swift remembering lyrics. He can't remember lyrics.
Oh,
he forgets his
man.
lyrics. I forget my whatever.
I'm supposed to have Swift back on the show, so then we're gonna talk all about what you're saying right now.
I asked you to come tonight.
Yeah,
I asked him to come.
he's got a banging new solo, couple of
yes.
singles that he's releasing that are just good stuff.
Yeah.
But
But you were gonna be the drummer. That's wild,
yeah,
man.
and so he was
We were
playing
just
with
talking
Mama
on the way
Said,
here. I'm like, man, I should have stopped drinking as that was going. I'd still be in the band.
And that was okay. So you quit drinking 14 years ago, right?
Yeah.
And that's that's right when you
Right
guys
at
were
the same
starting.
time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Once we decided that we weren't going to do the Lenny Kravitz thing, well before tribute bands were the thing.
Yeah, that's true.
We should have stuck with it, but
Yeah.
But
Because Swift,
that's
man,
when
he
we
does
decided.
a good Lenny.
Oh, I'd love to hear that.
Yeah,
I'd
like to hear it.
I
Too.
got the CD. Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
But that's when we just
Why'd you
decided
guys
to
quit?
do that.
Why'd you guys quit doing the Lenny thing? Lenny Kravitz.
But the club didn't pay us.
Man, it's so,
That was a weird
that
thing, and it was a
stinks.
long drive too.
Yeah, it was
like
to
a 4-hour
Augusta.
drive.
4-hour drive and you get paid.
Yeah,
Paid. They
we
didn't
got
have
Waffle
any
House
food.
on the way home.
Really?
They didn't have anything.
Yeah,
That sucks.
I had like an abscessed tooth that night or something going on, didn't I? Something stupid like that. It was
well, that's
just miserable.
too much information. But,
Was it? Oh,
yeah, that's a little TMI. But
That's TMI.
but that was the reason you weren't feeling well. I do remember that.
Yeah.
But yeah, when COVID hit, I've been doing Hope's Anchor, and I have another project called Sweet Soul Sister. Been doing that for about 7 years.
Sweet Soul Sister.
Yeah, it's kind of a jazzy,
It's really good.
blues, rock, creative, but everything's original music. And
Dude, I feel like you can play any genre. Like,
yeah, I like to
can.
play.
yeah, that's cool, man.
I like to play a lot of different things.
He played. Sorry.
Go ahead.
He played me one of their songs last night because
He
I'd
did?
never heard of it. And they were doing a jazz version of "Stroke Me" by Billy Squier.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It was
I'd
rad.
love to hear that.
That's in the works. We're about to. I want to put strings down on it and Hammond down on it.
That's gonna be awesome.
But it got a really good vibe. And but anyway, yeah, Billy Squier. Who knew? Hope he likes it.
Who came up with that idea to cover that song?
The keyboard player, Mike Bielenberg, great player, great friend, and he's saying, "Well, what do you think about doing a cover?" He goes, "I know how you feel about doing covers." And I was like,
You don't like doing covers?
I don't, because I feel like my creativity, like I'm in the studio every night. Like I have kind of a maybe it's a. My wife doesn't think it's a downfall because she's in bed when I'm writing, but I write every night, or I'm editing, or I'm always just kind of making music, being creative. And I feel like if I'm spending time learning other people's music, that's time taken away that for me to be able to make my own. So that's kind of why
awesome.
I think Paul's kind of that way too.
Really?
Yeah. Paul doesn't like doing covers.
Covers? I think covers are cool if you make them your own, you know?
Yeah, and that's when he pitched this to me, and I was like, yeah, I don't know. What are you thinking? And then he started, just at a rehearsal, we just started kind of banging out the form of the song, and I was like, oh, okay, now, this is a cover, but the music is totally not anything like the original
I didn't
song.
know what it was for 30
Until the
40
chorus.
seconds in.
So the chorus
Yeah.
kicks in, yeah?
Yeah. So, but yeah, so Soul Sister and Hope's Anchor for a long time. And so when it was time for new material for Hope's Anchor, I have all these songs I've been writing every night because I'm in the studio every night. I'm like, does this work for Anchor? Does this work for Soul Sister? And the stuff that didn't work for either one of those became the new project, which is Giza is Gone.
We're going to talk about that,
Yeah. So COVID gave me that one.
Let's talk about Giza for one sec, because
Yeah.
I got this fancy video right there.
Yeah. Nice.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Giza's Gone. How'd you guys come? What's the band name about? How'd you guys come up?
All right. So
This is all him. I'm just the hired gun.
Yeah.
You are?
Yeah.
Don't forget your drum set.
We have a checklist now.
Yeah. Notes, right, honey?
So I just had written this one song that had this melody that just for me felt very Egyptian, very like it just had this vibe of Egypt and the pyramids and so I'm writing this thing out, and as I'm developing the outro chorus and these big string sections, and I mean it's very. The reason it didn't work for Hope's Anchor or the other ones because it's very cinematic and maybe a bit like sound scoring kind of like
Yeah,
if I want to put French horns, if I want to put French horns and strings underneath a section, I'm going to do it because
That's cool.
I can, So, but anyway,
is it interesting playing drums behind all that?
It
you know?
rocks.
It's gonna be
Yeah,
different.
it
Straight
does.
up rocks. It's like
Yeah.
Lisa said it reminds her a little of TSO, which to me, I guess it kind of has that vibe because it's like, it's got the lights, it's got the video, like a whole storyline going on behind you. Everything is synced with the lights. But it's heavy groove.
Yeah.
And it's not.
Yeah, it's definitely a rock show.
Yeah.
I mean,
How did you get Rick involved with it? Did you just call him up? I mean, you had him in mind?
I tricked him.
You still drinking?
I tricked him. Actually, we had just done a church gig not far from here.
Yeah.
Oh,
and I was like, hey man,
Journey.
yeah, Journey
Over
Church.
here by you.
Oh, nice.
It's on Buford. But anyway, I was like, hey man, you want to swing by and check out my new studio? Because I had just moved into this house and put a studio in, and said, hey man, you want to swing by? Check it out. And then I had the drum set there. It's like, yeah, why don't you have a seat? Why don't you have a seat? And then as soon as he sat down and I got him plugged in, I just hit play. And we just started playing. Was the bass player there? Was Michael there? No, it was just me and you. And he jumped right in on it.
Just right,
Yeah,
fit right
and
in.
I was like, oh, okay. I was like, Michael, the bass player, Michael Scott, he wants to jam next Sunday. You want to do it? He's like, and he said, yeah. So he came out and he did pretty much played the whole set all the way through. And I was like, hey man, the seat is yours. If you want it, let's do this thing. Because the last guy that I was going to work with, he ended up having shoulder surgery and wasn't going to make it. But and he said immediately, yeah, I'm your guy. It's like so. So we've got a show coming up December 17th for the Toys for Tots.
Toys for Tots, yeah. At 37 Main and Avondale Estates.
That's where you played with Say Never, right?
Yeah,
Same
we're
place.
playing the same night, actually. It's going to be back
Yeah,
to back.
it's gonna- yeah.
My band Say Never's playing. My band Giza's Gone's playing.
How do you get ready for a double?
And then the next night, we're playing the other 37 Main in Buford
Dude.
with Rock Force, which is my cover band.
What are they called again?
Rock Force?
Whoa. Rock Force?
Oh,
Let me
check
hold
it
this
out.
straight
Look at
before I
this.
get yelled at again.
Yeah, Rock Force. We were actually all 80s hair, kind of, and we've recently changed genres. We're doing mostly 90s, like...
You skipped a decade. You moved.
yeah, well, it goes over better for some reason.
Really. Yeah.
We're doing Stone Temple Pilot stuff.
That's
We're
awesome. That's stuff I grew up on.
Yeah, we're doing Pearl Jam.
That's
That
cool.
was still a good
REO
era.
Speedwagon, Bryan Adams. We're doing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a pretty wide.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was still a good era for rock.
It's
I mean, it was
I
good
love it.
music
very
in the
very
90s.
wide area, but
Yeah.
it's mainly 90s.
Yeah. So when you're in this band and you want to cover a song, you just bring it to the band and kind of vote on it, or is it just?
Yeah, well, Tony Baker, it's pretty much his band.
Oh, it is. Okay.
And
Guitar player, right?
Yeah. He's also in Mock of Ages, the Def Leppard tribute band.
Dude, that's awesome.
So yeah, but he pretty much sets up the songs that he wants to do, and then him and our singer get together, and he just decides if
what can
this
you
fits
sing?
my voice.
Yeah.
We'll go with that, or this one's too high, or it's just not gonna. But I got a headset mic now. Now everybody in
So
the band.
you sing like
Everybody does.
Phil Collins. You got to do some Phil Collins.
Oh
huh?
yeah, dude.
Boy,
Yeah.
have you seen recent footage of Genesis with him?
I've seen him barely make it to the stage.
Yeah, he's
sometimes.
Yeah, sitting down.
Yeah.
With so many bands you're in, like, do you just play all the time? I mean, you're in so many bands, like 2 or 3. I mean, but that's a lot
I
of
don't
songs.
play as much as I should probably. I'm struggling with really bad arthritis in my left thumb, and I've been having a lot of back pain lately. So I don't like just sit down and play to keep my chops up as much as I should, which I'm going to start because that'll probably give me some.
You could do Def Leppard one arm it.
I could. I could. That might be the move. I don't know.
But you do a lot of listening. How do you prep?
I can listen to it, and like the church songs, you just listen
Yeah.
to them and.
Well, it's a little
Go play 'em.
different for a stringed instrument. We got to change the key and
Right.
transpose.
Yeah, I just
and-
hit the shit.
Yeah, you get to hit beat on.
You just
stuff.
got to do it in the right sequence.
Yeah.
Right.
With the band you guys are doing now, you don't have a singer, right? This is all instrumental.
Right.
Correct.
What made
What's
you
the-
decide?
Swift.
Now, what you?
There's a joke.
No.
Joke.
Dude, Swift's coming back.
Yeah, he's
Maybe
He's
not.
gonna clear the air. Maybe not. That's
Well,
funny.
I felt like the video is kind of the lead singer. When we're playing it, if I have a monitor where I'm recording it and I can see it, I'll get distracted and start watching the video. Like, oh, wow, that's cool looking, and then like, whoa, focused, you know. So it's kind of just intended to be. Remember when the vinyl, when we used to put records on, put the headphones on, sit on the couch and listen to it from start to side A, beginning to side A end, and then flip it and then listen to the same thing again on the B side. It was kind of intended to be something like that, where you can just sit down, and listen to it as a composition, 75 minutes.
That's what it is.
That's cool.
Once we go into rehearsal, it's go, and we just play until the end.
Yeah,
and it
the
just
whole
goes
show.
like that.
Every time we play.
And I'll catch myself looking over at a monitor and just being like, wow, this is really cool as you're playing, and got to make sure you don't.
Yeah.
Toys for Tots. You guys are gonna play that, and then you're playing right afterwards, Say Never, and then the next night again.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I think that's how the lineup is.
So
Giza and then-
Avondale Estates does all. We just opened up for Autograph
Yes.
a couple weeks ago.
Talk
Say-
about
Say
that.
Never
Yeah,
did.
you did some live
was
video.
awesome.
It looked awesome.
Yeah, it was a great.
It's a
And you're
great
friends with
time.
those guys. With
I am now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Simon's a singer. Jimmy Bell, the guitar player, and Randy Rand is the bass player. He's the original bass player.
Say Never mug. Sorry, I didn't mean to
Nice.
interrupt you there.
Nice.
Yeah, you like that?
That's very cool.
Hey, is that a left-handed mug?
It is.
It is.
I'm a left-handed drummer.
Wow.
It is, man. What's
I play
up with that?
right-handed
I
kid,
didn't
so you
order
can
a
hold it that
right-handed-
way.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, there you go. But anyway, that's cool. That's-
Yeah.
Yeah. It was good.
How's your band doing? How's Paul doing?
Good.
And Jonathan and
Everybody's doing well.
I gotta know all their names now. I gotta run through. Let me go back to here. Look at that. I can't talk about Say Never.
Oh, well, you got the
Man.
props, don't you?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Come on, get it together here, wait.
Do you want to hold it right here or right here?
Yeah, the new
Thanks
record
much right
sounds-
here.
Okay, where you hold it?
That's what she said.
The new record sounds great.
Oh
too.
yes,
you,
dude.
thank you.
Yeah, it does, man.
Yeah, that was a fun one to record. We
You
did
brought me a drum head, all this stuff, man. It's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
I definitely talk about that later. Anyway, where'd you guys record at?
Lead Belly Recording Studios. Matt Washburn did all the recording and mixing, and we went in and kind of overlooked more Jonathan and Paul than me, but overlooked the mixing of it. For the videos, Rich Ward mixed, and added drum sounds for me. Like he would layer he layered a Stuck Mojo snare, a Black Beauty snare, and I think I don't know, 3 different snares to make the snare sound
Wow.
on Do It Again.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the fun part about recording. And
Yeah.
when
It
you
would drive me crazy.
Oh, I love that kind of
It
stuff.
takes
dude.
too long.
Yeah, I mean the intricacies of just getting everything just perfect. I mean, it's like, and then
Well, Paul's
never
a perfectionist like him.
Yeah.
what I mean?
Paul's the
They're-
man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Paul wore a shirt with my face on it. I was like, we were best
He
friends.
sure
now.
did. That's the cool ass shirt.
Yeah,
man.
dude. You should have wore it.
I thought about it, but it's
That metal show, I've got it
Hey,
I'm
it's
all over the
huge.
place. I love your shirt, by the
Thank
way.
you.
I had
I've
Eddie
had this a
Trunk
long
here on
time.
the show.
Rich has been on that show a couple times.
Yeah, I saw him. I saw him
Yeah.
play guitar in the corner, and he had that cool effect. And from what was that thing? Do you know what it was?
Theremin.
Okay.
oh yeah, Theremin's.
Like
yeah.
he had this stick, y'all. It looked like a
we-
mic stand, and he would like kick it and it would go wow.
We
Like,
toured
was-
with it. We used
really?
to tour with it. Yeah, that thing. We toured with that pain in the ass thing to set up and
Is
put
it
on stage.
pain?
Yeah,
I spent
For one
hours
song.
trying to figure out what that thing was on eBay. I'm like, somebody's got to.
Yeah, it has got that antenna. It's just
Yeah.
a box basically
Yeah.
about this big, and it's this wide. It's got an antenna on it.
Yes, that's what.
Right.
closer-
So the closer you
mic
get to it
stand
with your
antenna,
hand,
yeah.
it makes that effect.
The
Yeah,
higher,
yeah.
well, the higher the frequency,
Right.
it makes these amazing squealy noises. And then it's like the closer you can give it vibrato by shaking your hand. And there's people like can legitimately play like melodies, like sing the melodies. And on the tail of it, if you put your hand there, it'll stop. So
Yeah.
it's like a
Right.
break, sound break. It's a pretty wild instrument.
He did
cool.
it. He used it when he did the guitar solo in Enemy.
Oh, I love that song. Enemy.
That's the
Yeah.
song he did it with. But yeah,
Yeah. That's
set,
amazing.
Set that thing up for one song.
Yeah,
That's
that's
great.
what we do.
That's
One
what these
song.
crazy
One song.
guitar players do.
But I'm so glad this is out now.
Yeah, me too. It was a
Yeah.
long time coming.
That's great. Oh, is Ben on this album at all? Like, was he?
Yeah.
Did he
Believe
play
so.
guitar on there? That's
And Billy Gray's did the lead and Do It Again. I'm sure I mentioned that already, but
Billy Gray's awesome too. I get my last
He
problem. I'm
is
just gonna look. There's you behind the kit.
there I am.
That drum head looks massive in this
it is.
picture.
Jeez.
Is that the same one you gave me?
No,
Okay.
that's a 24-inch kick. That's the same size as yours. That one I gave you is a
oh,
22.
Yeah, it must be the angle of the.
Yeah.
It does look huge.
Yeah, it's from looking up. That's why.
It's the
Makes
Rick
me look like I
Gatheman
got a bean head.
36 inch. 36
It looks like
inch
Tommy
kit.
Lee's kick drum.
It does, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's awesome.
Cool. So you guys, you're doing the Toys for Tots show. What else you got going on after this?
Paul's scouting for locations to shoot some videos.
You asked me to be in your video.
He wants you to be. He's got a part for you.
I'm Egg
McMahon.
Egg.
He doesn't know that's going to be the name yet. But
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure he'll roll with it.
I'm
He'll
saying,
go
oh
with
yeah,
that.
like,
But yeah.
please Paul, let me be in your video. I'll do whatever.
You're so in. Yeah. So
Thanks.
we're scouting for locations to shoot a couple videos for a couple more of the songs on that CD.
Do you like shooting videos? Is that like an all day?
No.
Yeah, I've never done a video. I don't
It
know.
was fun. Like, Do It Again was fun.
Was
Because
it?
we were in that guy's sheet metal shop, and it looked like Forged in Fire going on behind
Yeah.
us while we were playing.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool. But we're gonna start writing again. I think the last time we were on here, we had one that was like ready to go. I mentioned it in
Yeah.
the interview that Ben was gonna be a part of, and he actually had the riff. So I think we're gonna keep that. So we'll start getting that song back up and going, and
Oh, that's great, man.
we're looking to get some dates booked for beginning-
2022. Yeah.
The beginning, mid 2022. I want to do some festivals and stuff.
Yeah.
Just a side note
the goal.
on when you're scouting for video locations, make sure you get a permit.
Yeah, yeah.
Taylor
FoZZy
knows
got-
all about
Taylor.
permits.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we were shooting the Hope's Anchor. I think light switch. I can't remember which video it was for. Anyway, we're shooting the video. Pullman Yard, DeKalb County, is an old railroad, like big old building that had fences around it that may or may not had no trespassing
Yeah.
signs around it. Maybe like 50 of them, but we only didn't see them. And we got arrested filming the video.
What,
got arrested?
What video was this?
This was the Hope's Anchor.
Was it the video you
Light
did
Switch?
Run? Oh, no, Light
Runaway? Was it Runaway?
That was a great video, man.
Runaway? It must have been Runaway.
Okay, back to it. You got arrested. I
So
didn't
so
They put you in a cop car?
they cuffed and stuffed and 9 people
Wow.
shooting the video, and all because our film guy didn't source the permit. So that
We
was
did
fun. That
we
was
did
fun.
stinks, dude.
Nathan did the video for.
You told me about this. For was it Painless? No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was painless.
Where the cops got called, right?
Yep. Jericho couldn't talk him out of just letting us finish. So we actually shot 8 times, was in the can, and they were like, Chris said, let's do one more real quick, which we did, and that whole part of the day got scrapped. And we went back
That's
behind
gotta
the
be so
action building
frustrating. Oh yeah.
and did it later in the day. That's where we set the drums on fire and everything.
Was
Turned out great though.
It did. It turned out awesome.
Was it because of the noise? Because drums?
No,
was it
it's
the
because
drums?
we were told by the owner that we could do it.
Verbally.
By somebody
Yeah.
who was friends with the owner, and turns out the owner didn't
Say that. Yeah.
really care.
Get your
for it
permits.
so
Everybody,
much.
get your
That's-
permits.
That's what
if
it
you're
was.
shooting
It was
videos.
just silly. I mean, we weren't in anybody's way.
Yeah.
There wasn't anything going on. But
Real fast, can you talk about, you went on the Jericho cruise we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. Like, how did you hook up with FoZZy to go on the road with them and stuff? I mean, you did the cruise, I know, and then you went on tour with them, right?
Yeah.
Even for when they opened up for Iron Maiden, right?
Yeah.
You were there.
yeah,
What was that like?
That-
it's
That'd be
insane.
awesome,
It's
dude.
insane. That was. I get goosebumps even talking about that one. That's at the end of the show. So we played, and I get all my work done. We're all packed up, and we get our dressing room is one of the, like where teams sit and they come out onto the field through the little tunnel. Those little dressing rooms are really plush. I mean, they're like this, and they left us a big tub of beer, which I obviously didn't drink, but Iron Maiden beer. They had
Oh,
their own
yeah.
beer.
That's cool.
Right?
Was it the Trooper?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I think
they
it
gave
was.
it to the band, like, to
Left it
FoZZy?
in for Chris, yeah, and
Oh.
it had the note saying thanks for being here with us. And so we get there. I'll start here. We first get there, walk through the stadium, up onto the stage. We're with their stage manager, and I'm standing right next to Nico McBrain's drums, like looking at him, and Sam's looking at eyeballing me like, "Don't do it," because there's signs everywhere that say no cameras, no pictures, no nothing.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, this moment's just for us. Don't, you know. But I'm like, just one quick shot, you know.
Yeah.
So anyway, we get done, and the shit, you know, Iron Maiden's on stage. Run to the Hills comes on. I come out of the dressing room. I walked out in the middle of the crowd with my phone, and I'm just, you know, 30,000, 40,000 people. I'm just doing a panoramic with my phone, like sobbing, probably trying to sing along with. It was one of the greatest moments of my life.
That's awesome.
Oh, that's amazing.
But the cruise was fun too, though.
Yeah, the cruise. You went on. So you went on the first cruise. You just said?
Yeah.
I want to go on the cruise so bad. I know he's got a new one coming up. Can you go? Are there tickets on sale right now?
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should all go. That'd be fun.
That would be fun.
It would be a blast.
Yeah. Maybe get one of your friends on there. Yeah, that'd be so
She
cool.
went with me.
When do they go? Are they like all
in
year?
October.
Are they fall?
October.
October.
Yeah, I wonder when. Yeah, I wonder when if the tickets are on sale now or not. But it's cool.
I don't know. I don't know who's booked on it.
Striper
I'll
was
have to
last
ask.
time.
I know. I have to ask Rich.
Dude, I got real fast. Say like.
So you asked me how. Sorry.
No.
To answer your question.
Yeah.
I met Rich. I walked into church one day, and we had a new sound guy, and it was Rich Ward, and it's a funny story that he's 10 days younger than me, and I didn't know who he was. So everybody's like, "There's Rich Ward. They're going to get his autograph." I'm like, "I don't know who this guy is." He used to be in Stuck Mojo. I'm like, "I don't." Okay, cool. Well, it turns out my band, at the same time, his band, played the same clubs in Cincinnati and St. Louis. We just never,
Crossed.
for some reason, he was just under my radar. Never.
That's weird, huh?
It's so weird. And we had everything in common, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we quickly became best friends, and then I started working for FoZZy. And then a couple days later, Sam got hired. So.
Sam is awesome too. He's been on the show. I love Sam.
Yeah, good guy.
He's been on for a while. That's really good.
Good peeps.
Dude, man, I appreciate you guys being on the show. This is so cool.
Thanks for having
I
us.
love this.
Like to be here.
Yes, man.
fun.
Say never. Hope's Anchor.
Hope's
Good
Anchor.
Lord, man.
Giza.
Cool, dude.
Thank you,
We
bud.
need to get you back on the show, the whole band.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Let's get everybody out.
We need to get Swift back here, and he's going to sit in the
Right
middle.
in the middle.
Yeah. You'd be throwing punches.
No, we love
You
each
could probably
other.
break them with your shoulder because you broke a
Yeah,
freaking
break the mirror off.
dude.
Yeah. It's funny. I hadn't remembered that story until you said the word La Vila in many
Yeah.
years. It's crazy.
La Viva. All right. La Vida Loca.
Yeah.
La Vida Loca.
Yeah.
Yep.
Dude, thank you guys for being on the show.
Thank you,
This is
brother.
great.
Thanks for
Love
having
you
me.
guys,
Appreciate it.
man. This is awesome.